At number 8, Caroline Flack. When Harry Styles was still a rising star on the X Factor, he had his first celebrity hookup. Though it may have been fun in the beginning, it also ultimately led to Harry being in his first scandal. Again, quite early on in his career. He completely bounced back from it, but at the time, this sneaky link was big news. Back when Harry was on the X Factor, he developed a crush on the show's presenter, Caroline Flack. Caroline wrote about this little crush in her autobiography, Storm in a Sea Cup, where she revealed that Harry's crush on her was no secret, saying, quote, "I already knew that he had a crush on me. He made it pretty obvious. He said it in magazines, and he said it to his friends." End quote. Ultimately, they started dating when Harry was 17 and Caroline was 31. All was well with them until suddenly things got complicated. One day, paparazzi captured images of Harry leaving Caroline's house and a scandal began. Caroline shared her thoughts on what happened next in her book, writing, quote, "It began to go wrong when Harry was pictured coming out of my house one morning. And once that was out, it was open season. After that, anyone could say anything. In the street, people started shouting at me." End quote. Things got so bad that Caroline even started receiving threats from One Direction fans, ultimately ending her relationship with Harry.
Jake O'Connell. If you've watched the UK Skins, you know exactly who this is. He played James Cook in the series, and he and Cara got together in late 2014 after getting close while on the set of their film Tulip Fever. This is around the time that Cara had also started to transition into acting, so we'll start to see a lot more actors now too. While they didn't officially confirm or deny the rumors of the relationship, the two definitely hooked up, because many fans took Cara's Instagram post of Jake O'Connell's possibly hickied up neck with the caption, quote, "Love bites," as more than enough confirmation of a certain kind of intimacy.
At number 6, Nicole Scherzinger. Now, this next hookup doesn't have much information to it, but it's pretty juicy, and it's one celebrity hookup that I never knew about, so I had to include it on this list. Back in 2013, the Sun publication reported that Harry Styles had allegedly hooked up with Pussycat Dolls singer Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole was a judge on the X Factor back when Harry was on the show back in 2010, and so that's where people think things started between the two. When this alleged hookup happened, Harry was 19 while Nicole was 35. Fans thought that this age gap between the two performers was a little strange, while others didn't really see much issue with it since they were both adults. What's your take on this age gap? Is it weird or perfectly fine? Leave your thoughts down in the comments.
Halfway number 5, Connor Kennedy. Taylor and Connor Kennedy had an intense summer fling in 2012 that started from July to October. They were first spotted together sharing a lunch in Mount Kisco, New York. Then throughout the rest of the summer, they were caught by paparazzi in tons of coupley photos. It looked pretty serious at one point. Taylor even bought a $5 million house by his in Cape Cod. But apparently that was one of the things that started their downfall. One of Connor's close friends claimed, quote, "Connor liked Taylor, don't get me wrong, but this business of her buying a house on the Cape made him nervous." Although at this point things were still pretty good between them. But then a feud broke out. Apparently Connor's family accused Taylor of crashing one of their family weddings and making things very awkward for the couple getting married. Her reps denied the tension, but clearly things were on the rocks at that point because they broke up shortly after.
At number 4, Kendall Jenner. This next relationship slash hookup is a little complicated because they were kind of on and off. Kendall Jenner and Harry Styles had a brief relationship back in 2013 when they were spotted having dinner together in LA in November of that year. The couple ended up splitting up a few months later in February 2014, but the following year in 2015 they sparked up their relationship once again after they were spotted spending New Year's together on a yacht. About a week after the couple was spotted together, fan suspicions were confirmed by Kendall's sister Chloe when she told Entertainment Weekly that Kendall and Harry were in fact dating, saying, quote, "Do I think they're dating? Yes. I don't know if they're like boyfriend-girlfriend. Nowadays, I don't know. People are weird with stuff. So I don't know their title." End quote. Not much was seen of the couple after that until they were spotted again a few months later in April 2016 when the pair were seen shopping together in LA. This, however, came about during a time when Kendall was also rumored to be dating Lakers player Jordan Clarkson. After that, things went dark again until October 2016 when they were spotted together one last time while having dinner. Fans thought that this might have been their next attempt at having a relationship, though nothing was ever confirmed.
Ashley Benson. Cut to August 2018, Cara is spotted kissing the Pretty Little Liars star in London's Heathrow Airport after the two had met on set of Cara's movie Her Smell. In June 2019, Cara and Ashley finally confirmed their relationship in honor of their first anniversary, and Cara even briefly opened up about their private relationship in an interview with Marie Claire. Quote, "We weren't looking for it. It was just very authentic and natural." However, in April 2020, after 2 years of being together, People magazine confirmed that they had split and that their relationship had just run its course. They seemed to be going super steady with one another, and it came as quite a shock to fans who seemed to think that they were just gonna be it for each other. But in June 2021, Cara elaborated on the reasoning behind the end of their relationship by stating that the stress and claustrophobia of the stay-at-home order had basically forced them to be in one another's space all the time, which is ultimately what broke them up.
At number 2, Kiko Mizuhara. Now this next one is more rumor and speculation than anything else, but fans were convinced that Harry Styles had some kind of relationship with Kiko Mizuhara. In early 2019, a rumor started going around suggesting that Harry Styles was dating actress, model, and singer Kiko Mizuhara. When this rumor eventually circled back to Kiko, she tried to shut it down. Kiko took to Twitter to try and tell her fans that there was nothing going on between her and Harry when she said, quote, "It's been reported that Harry Styles and I have been in a relationship, but I have no relationship with him and have never met him. The world is full of fake news. People believe what they want to believe rather than questioning reality." End quote. Despite this tweet, however, fans debunked Kiko's statement as her cover was blown about a month after making that tweet. Kiko was spotted at Harry's 25th birthday party in Tokyo, and there's even video evidence to back it all up. They weren't seen getting too close, but fans were still convinced that there was something going on between the two celebrities. And finally, at number 1, Olivia Wilde. This is Harry's current relationship, and it seems to be going pretty well so far. Rumors of their relationship started back in late 2020 as they got closer while working on Olivia's film Don't Worry Darling, after Harry got the part that Shia LaBeouf was fired from. The couple officially confirmed their relationship in early 2021, and those close to them have said that they are going strong. On the topic of their relationship, sources have said, quote, "They have gotten serious quickly and have an intense connection," end quote. Olivia and Harry have been spending a lot of time together. Olivia has been spotted at many of Harry's concerts, dancing and showing support for her man, and they've even been seen traveling together. Over the summer last year, Harry and Olivia were seen vacationing together in southern Italy, and it's also been reported that the couple is renting a house together. Things seem to be going quite well with them, so I hope things continue on a positive path for them.
And at number 10, Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas was the first celebrity Taylor dated after she became a mainstream star. They dated from July to October of 2008, and it was highly publicized. In the end, the relationship didn't last too long, but their relationship was really what stuck with fans. After they broke up, Taylor went on The Ellen Show and told the world that Joe broke up with her on a 27-second phone call. I'm honestly still wondering how that's even possible. Then Taylor wrote songs Last Kiss and Forever and Always about him too. Then Joe moved on to actress Camila Bell, and Taylor wrote the song Better Than Revenge, which includes lyrics aimed at Camila like, "She's an actress, but she's better known for the things she does on the mattress." Joe actually commented on Taylor's music surrounding their split, and he wanted the world to know that he did not cheat on Taylor like she may have implied in the songs. And at number 9, Lucas Till. Taylor and Lucas Till started dating after he starred in her music video called You Belong With Me, but their young love did not last. They dated for only 1 month in 2009, but it still got a ton of press. When asked why it didn't work for them, Lucas explained that there was not enough friction in the relationship for it to last. He added, quote, "We just really both liked each other, but most relationships work out because you get along, then you don't, then you make up and it's passionate. And with us, I just really liked her as a friend." And at number 8, Taylor Lautner. This relationship was another that did not last for too long, but it did create one of the strangest couple names in history, Taylor Squared. They were together from August to December of 2009, and they met on the set of the movie Valentine's Day, where they acted alongside each other. The pair played love interests, which clearly got sparks flying. A source revealed that after a few months of dating, they both realized that they weren't compatible for the long term. The sad song Back to December off Taylor's Speak Now album is reportedly about Lautner. In the song, she sings about regret for the way that things ended.
At number 7, Taylor Swift. Now this next one I'm sure you were familiar with because there was so much drama going on between fan bases it was hard to miss. For a brief time between 2012 and 2013, Harry Styles and Taylor Swift were a couple. We don't really know that much about their relationship because it was kept so private, but there are images captured by paparazzi that confirm that they were together. The most information we have about their time together came after their breakup though, because this is where the drama began, but in song form of course. It is believed that there is somewhere between 4 and 6 songs about this relationship released by both Harry and Taylor. Many fans believe that the songs Style, Out of the Woods, I Knew You Were Trouble, and I Wish You Would, all by Taylor Swift, are about Harry in some way or another. Fans think that the release of these songs is what prompted Harry to release a few songs of his own about Taylor. It is thought that the songs Perfect and Two Ghosts are about Taylor Swift. Though not much is known about their time together, fans did get a handful of bangers out of this little entanglement.
And at number 6, Jake Gyllenhaal. After the release of the 10-minute version of All Too Well, I think we all know there's crazy tension between Taylor and Jake Gyllenhaal. These two had a hot and heavy romance between October of 2010 and January of 2011. The pair also had an age gap of 9 years, which has raised some eyebrows. The romance was so intense that apparently Jake paid $160,000 just so he could fly her out on a private jet for a date. But then they split and she poured her heart out on the album Red, more specifically in the song All Too Well, when she gave details about their romance and the tension that led to their split. Some fans questioned how they could have had such a whirlwind romance if they only dated for a few months. But it's been widely rumored that Taylor actually lost her virginity to Jake, so that's why the relationship was filled with so many highs, then lows when they split.
St. Vincent. This is definitely one of the more serious individuals to grace this list for Cara. Cara and St. Vincent dated for just over a year, 18 months to be exact, from 2015 to 2016. One of their first public outings together was to attend the Burberry show during London Fashion Week together, of which Cara walked in. She even gushed to Vogue magazine about how after meeting St. Vincent, the model had a newfound understanding of what love really meant to her. It was all incredibly sweet. But sadly, Cara's insane level of fame and conflicting schedules were the rumors of the reason behind their eventual breakup. And while both have moved on to others, they both seem to continue to share a deep connection with one another, with nothing but positivity between them both. After St. Vincent and the model had officially broken things off, it didn't take long for St. Vincent to be seen sporting another new beau. Only a few weeks later, while attending the Vogue Fashion Fun show, she was seen with Kristen Stewart, although I don't think that one lasted long either.
And number 4, Harry Styles. This is probably Taylor's shortest relationship, but it was so passionate she basically wrote an entire album because of it. The pair dated from December of 2012 to January of 2013, and they were caught by paparazzi a few times out and about. But then almost as fast as it started, it was over. One source said they got into a huge fight while on vacation, and it led to Taylor leaving the vacation and Harry staying behind to let off some steam. Then she wrote the hit song I Knew You Were Trouble because of Harry, along with the album 1989, which includes many more songs believed to be about Harry, most notably the song Style, which is basically named after him. Although the pair are apparently on good terms now.
At number 3, Camille Rowe. One of Harry Styles' more recent relationships was with Victoria's Secret model Camille Rowe a couple years back from 2017 to 2018. Fans were quick to catch on to this relationship as some of the most invested fans noticed Harry's voice in the background of one of Camille's Instagram stories. This relationship seemed to be a little more serious than ones in the past, as it was said that Harry introduced Camille to his family. They were also seen being cute out in public as Harry was spotted carrying Camille's purse. Unfortunately though, Harry and Camille ended up breaking up after about a year together. Even though their relationship ended, they still seemed pretty close, as they were spotted by one of Harry's fans having lunch together in LA, giving the fan base a little hope that the couple would be getting back together. Unfortunately for the fans though, that never ended up happening.
And at number 2, Tom Hiddleston. These two started their relationship almost immediately after Taylor split with Calvin Harris. They dated from June to September of 2016. The pair even made their relationship official in the public's eye when they attended the 2016 Met Gala together, which was a huge step for Taylor, although rumors of cheating swirled around the couple, considering they started dating so soon after her and Calvin Harris split up. Their whirlwind PDA-filled romance took them all over the globe, with stops in Italy, Tennessee, Rhode Island, New York City, Australia, and England. But of course, their summer romance would end pretty quickly. A source revealed that apparently Tom wanted their relationship to be even more public, while Taylor wanted to keep it more low-key. Tom later addressed if the relationship was all for show in a GQ interview, where he said, quote, "Of course it was real. Taylor is an amazing woman. She's generous and kind and lovely, and we had the best time." And finally, number 1, Joe Alwyn. Taylor's current relationship is her longest, and many think this is the man that Taylor is going to marry. We're not sure when exactly Joe and Taylor started dating, because she went pretty much radio silent on social media after her split with Tom, but many think they got together near the end of 2016. At this time, Taylor was caught in a public feud with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, but other than that, she was nowhere to be seen, online or out in the world by paparazzi. But even though she was laying low, her dating life was in full swing. News broke in May of 2017 that Taylor was dating English actor Joe Alwyn, and they'd been seeing each other for months. And it's clear that things are very serious. Joe was briefly in Taylor's documentary Miss Americana, where she spoke of how he helps her with her writing. Then during her Grammy acceptance speech said, quote, "To Joe, who's the first person that I play every single song that I write, and I had the best time writing songs with you in quarantine." Based on some song lyrics, fans have even speculated the two might be engaged, but neither person has confirmed it. A source said about the couple, quote, "They've been continuing to be pretty low-key about their relationship to the outside world to continue to protect it. They've discussed future plans, and Taylor can see herself marrying Joe one day."
Jake Bugg. In the winter of 2013, Cara was linked to up-and-coming British folk singer Jake Bugg. I freaking love Jake Bugg. That one shocked me because I had absolutely zero idea. That year was also around the time that Cara started to blow up big time in the modeling and fashion circuit. Meanwhile, Jake had landed some major US festival tours, including at Coachella, so it seemed that after a few months, their scheduling conflicts became a reason for them to break it off. Leonardo DiCaprio. It's no secret that Leonardo DiCaprio has a taste for younger women. He has never dated anyone above the age of 25 despite being well into his 40s. He also has a strong preference for models, so it comes as no surprise that he and Cara may have had a little fling. In the spring of 2013, while Cara and Leo were both attending Cannes for the film festival, the two met. Although they never dated, it is rumored that Cara was sent an invitation from the actor to meet up, and reportedly he even asked her to be his girlfriend, but she declined. Although she may have dipped her toes into that pond, good for her for not jumping onto that creepy Leo bandwagon. Harry Styles. 2013 was a busy year for Cara, it would seem, because during the summer and fall, the fashion rumor mill started to swirl that Cara and the One Directioner turned talented solo artist had begun seeing one another, though it seems that the two didn't get very far because they never officially dated. While the rumors were strongly circulating, Harry eagerly attended each and every one of Cara's September Fashion Week shows to support her while she strutted down the catwalk. I wonder if this rumored relationship may have caused any tensions later on down the line during Harry's another rumored relationship with Kendall Jenner, who is also Cara's best friend. Michelle Rodriguez. The actress, known for her roles in the Fast and Furious franchise and the insanely successful television show Lost, had a confirmed relationship with Cara in February 2014. They confirmed the relationship with the quote, "It's going really well. She's so cool. When we started hanging out, I just thought she was awesome, and we have the best time together. She's hard though. You wouldn't want to mess with her in a fight." Sadly, their relationship would only last for a few months because in May of that same year, they decided to break things off. It must have been mutual though, because Rodriguez later decided to show her support towards her ex-girlfriend's new relationship that was featured in Vogue's July 2015 cover story.
And at number 7, John Mayer. This was probably Taylor's first serious relationship, and although it didn't last for all that long, it led to the creation of the hit song Dear John. They dated from December of 2009 to February of 2010, and there was a 12-year age difference between them. They first started dating after they collaborated on the song Half of My Heart. But things went rocky pretty quickly, which is evident by the lyrics in the song. One line went, quote, "Dear John, I see it all now it was wrong. Don't you think 19 is too young to be played by your dark, twisted games, when I loved you so?" But John Mayer actually clapped back at the way that he was portrayed in her music. He told Rolling Stone in 2012, quote, "It made me feel terrible because I didn't deserve it. I'm pretty good at taking accountability now, and I never did anything to deserve that. It was a really lousy thing for her to do."
Miley Cyrus. While I'm not sure if this one totally counts because it hasn't truly been confirmed if they move past the friend stage, Cara and Miley were seen together multiple times out and about in public. They even posted a photo of them sharing a French kiss on social media way back in 2013, but they both insist that they're just close friends. That being said, for a good amount of time, they were spotted together near constantly while holding hands and just simply being around one another. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned and that's how people show friendship these days. I mean, who knows if they've hooked up or not, I'm just a YouTube host.
At number 5, Georgia Fowler. After a handful of other relationships and hookups, Harry Styles moved on to having a relatively short-lived relationship with New Zealand-based model Georgia Fowler back in 2015. Fans found out about their little fling when Georgia posted a video of the two of them playing Scrabble on her Snapchat.
No, that's where I need to go.
Though their time together was brief, fans have suspected that Harry's song Kiwi is about Georgia because Kiwi is a common nickname for people from New Zealand. This suspicion has never been confirmed, and when asked about the song, Georgia has expressed confusion as to why people have associated her with the song, as she said in an interview, quote, "Really don't know anything about it. Definitely don't have a baby. That's what the song is about." End quote. What do you guys think? Could the song be about her?
Paris Jackson. Skip forward to March 2018, Paris Jackson, the daughter of the king of pop Michael Jackson, you may have heard of him, was seen getting extremely close to Cara. The close friendship rumors were officially sparked when the two were spotted kissing. They were extremely affectionate with one another, and it seemed like a relationship was practically imminent for the two. However, later that month, People magazine confirmed that the two only had a flirty relationship and weren't actually dating. That being said, in 2021, they got matching rose tattoos, so they must be really good friends now because wow. While they've never publicly dated, I wouldn't be surprised if something more serious went on behind closed doors.
And at number 3, Calvin Harris. This relationship was easily the most scandalous. After this pair broke up, they actually got into a public feud. The couple dated from March of 2015 to June of 2016 and were introduced by their mutual friend Ellie Goulding. The relationship looked very positive and lasted over a year, but they broke up shortly after their 1-year anniversary. Their split seemed to be amicable at first, but then Taylor was seen kissing Tom Hiddleston only 2 weeks after the split. Apparently Harris felt blindsided and took his anger out on Twitter. Harris tweeted that Taylor's team was trying to make him look bad when she exposed that she co-wrote the song "This Is What You Came For" Calvin Harris and Rihanna. Then he tweeted that Taylor was trying to, quote, "bury him like Katy," alluding towards Taylor's feud with Katy Perry. He eventually opened up about his social media rant, saying that he, quote, "just snapped."
Margaret Qualley. Margaret, the actress known for the television show Maid and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the movie, not a TV show, was enveloped with romance rumors surrounding Cara back in August 2020, which, if you're watching this timeline carefully, means that there might have been some overlap between Ashley and Margaret. Cara had posted onto Instagram a picture of Margaret with the caption, quote, "I'm not cute, you are," and she tagged the actress. Although neither have addressed rumors or confirmed that they were ever together in the first place, that is some heavy flirtation from the two of them if they're only just friends. Jaden Smith. Now, in February 2021, Cara was spotted going on an extremely romantic and adorable date with Jaden Smith, the pop star and son of Will Smith. They were photographed greeting one another, and Jaden had a giant bouquet of roses in his hands. They met with a quick kiss before heading into the restaurant in LA. This was on Valentine's Day, by the way. Did I forget to mention that? Anyways, I don't know if it made it past the date stage because it seems unclear whether the two have done anything more, and they never confirmed that they were officially even seeing one another. Sienna Miller. Now, cut to much more recently, in January 2020, Cara was spotted reportedly, apparently, allegedly, making out with Sienna Miller outside the Temple Bar in New York City. Sienna and their pals took over a corner table at the cocktail lounge. An insider divulged that it looked like they, quote, "were together," though the actress also made out with another guy at their table. A source stated, quote, "it was like fluid friends. Sienna made out with this tall guy and then she made out with Cara." Before they added, quote, "it was a fun night out." I mean, I'm not sure if this counts as hooking up, but it seems like Cara just wants to have fun and date around for now, and I mean, who can blame her? She's on top of the world.